Phil Rowe versus Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani. So this one, man, this is a short notice fight. Lebosnoyani was supposed to fight, who was it again? Let me check. It was someone that was a very, very nice fight for him. Vanderford. He was going to fuck up Vanderford because Vanderford is just like, does not have the gas tank to go 3 rounds. And he was just, Paul Lebosnoyani's got decent takedown defense. But yeah, anyway, we've got this fight now. And Phil Rowe, he's a guy who came off knocking out Andre Losa, came off a, comeback victory in that one. I should take that in play. And he's a dangerous guy. He's got good hands. He's a tall motherfucker. We can see here the height difference is massive. 6'3" versus 5'11", if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, that's the one thing Phil Rowe's got going for him. He's got takedown defense is okay. He's not easy to take down. And Jean-Paul is not the best takedown artist. He's definitely not the best grappler, so he can't really hold you down. But what he does have for him is he's good. He backs up quite a lot, tends to give quite a lot of space, especially against these tall guys. When he's fought a tall guy before, he gives a lot of space, tries to stay safe because he's been KO'd in his previous fights. Got KO'd. I mean, he's been KO'd not brutally. He got fucked up really badly when he was sort of shooting a little bit recklessly against the guy, and he just got caught with uppercuts, got caught with a knee. Just got ducked to stoppage because he just got fucked up really badly. So yeah, he's a guy who now plays a little bit safer. He's now at the point in his career, 27, where he's a little bit vetted. His record is not too bad at 9-2. He's been through the wars. He's fought some good guys. And yeah, he's shown that he's got a decently well-rounded skill set. He's got a really nice high kick, which he sneaks in there. He's got good leg kicks. He's got decent power in all the strikes he throws, which really helps him out. I don't think he's going to be able to land a leg kick on Rowe, but what he does do well is that he will circle, let a guy walk and chase him round, and that is kind of what Phil Rowe will do. And then as soon as you get in the pocket, he'll rattle off a couple of shots with the hands and then dip out. And because they're powerful, you have to respect it. You can't just wade into the pocket. That's one thing we saw about Phil Rowe in his last fight against Losa. Losa, who is not a power puncher whatsoever, almost KO'd in the second. Because Phil Rowe was like, fuck, I'm losing this fight. I need to get involved. Just started wading in and try to grab a tie clinch. Losa just bangs 1, 2, up and like over under. And rocks him, spangles him, drops him, gets on top, and then just sits there. Because Losa just loves a decision. Can't help himself go for a decision. But yeah, Jean-Paul is a guy who's a pretty dangerous guy. I think Jean-Paul's gonna do damage with the leg kicks. He's got good power with him. I think he's gonna skirt his way to a decision. If Phil Rowe doesn't put himself in that fire, so what I'm thinking here is I'm gonna go Jean-Paul third or decision, because I think Phil Rowe is likely to give up the first and second. Because this is such a short notice, it begs the question whether or not Phil Rowe's gonna come out there guns blazing or not. I think he's coming in there and he's going to be happy the fact that he's getting a short notice paycheck, jumping in there, and he's probably just not going to want to get knocked out. He might come in there and try and get involved in the fire and things like that, but I'm not sold on it. Jean-Paul, third or decision, I think it's pretty likely. He's the better guy. He's durable. He's got good power. He's got slightly more variety. He can fight on the outside a little bit better than Phil Rowe. But Phil Rowe is an absolute dog. If Phil Rowe comes in there and just decides to fucking throw hands and just be real, he's going to be pressuring all the way, but he tends to give up the first 2 rounds by just like allowing the fight to play out in the center. And I think Jean-Paul is, for me, it's going to be a close fight. I think Jean-Paul should have the outside advantage. If Phil Rowe comes out mentality wise, wants to try and smash, he can do a bit of business there. Jean-Paul is somewhat hittable, but he's not that hittable, and he will fucking throw back. So the KO is likely either way. The decision's kind of likely. For me, the safest spot is the Jean-Paul third or decision. I think that's the way to go. Mix and shut of that. These are the official, somewhat official, medium-ish official picks / bets. Confidence ratings there. I do post every week. I will be posting more. I will be posting more. And get it while it's hot. I'm going to be doing a Patreon at some point soon. Paywall, all that sort of shit. So get these bets now. People chatting about like, oh, I'm the best fucking better. I am the best better, mate. I am the best better. So watch the fucking space, mate. Watch the fucking space. I may be doing another video this week, but probably not. All right, but I'll catch you in a bit. All right, guys, you enjoy the fights, enjoy the weekend. Good luck. May the betting gods be with you. Peace.